Let's go.
It's all the way down.
It's down. That's a tornado.
Tornado!
Large hail, damaging winds, and locally heavy rain are all possible with the stronger storms, and some of the hail could be very large. Isolated tornadoes cannot be ruled out with more discrete storms.
Almost like due south.
The morning starts with a check of the latest weather model data. Although the Storm Prediction Center downgraded the threat across the area, our consensus is that the environment can still produce severe storms, including a possible tornado.
Cold front though. Cap breaks there, 21Z, 4,000 joules of cape in places. Kind of gets filled back in, but you know.
One of the biggest concerns is the morning cloud cover and rain across southeast Nebraska and southwestern Iowa.
Much of this cloud cover just kind of goes that way. There's nothing down here.
Our target area for today's chase is western Iowa and into eastern Nebraska, where a low pressure center with a trailing cold front is moving through the region. Our thinking is that the morning rain and cloud cover will clear out by afternoon. This will help make the environment very unstable in our target area. Abundant moisture sits across the region, so that is of little concern. Wind shear, capable of producing tornadic supercells, is the greatest across western Iowa, and so we make the journey west. The latest high-resolution models are showing a very impressive environment setting up across southwestern Iowa. CAPE, or convective available potential energy, values are in excess of 4,500 with a very impressive 50-plus knots of shear. The models are also showing a discrete thunderstorm firing in western Iowa, which can take advantage of these very potent parameters.
There's some clouds coming over us and some rain coming, but there's a sharp clearing line going through Lincoln right now, and then when that clearing comes through, it'll help destabilize the atmosphere later on this afternoon. And just like the RAP mesoanalysis just shows really high supercell composite over like 20 across southwest Iowa by like late this afternoon and early evening. So any storm in that environment would be like a supercell, just capable of producing a tornado if it can stay isolated. So that's what we're hoping for right now.
And so we continue west, closer to the Nebraska border. Thunderstorms have begun to develop along the cold front near Norfolk, Nebraska, and along the warm sector south of Lincoln, Nebraska. Neither of these areas scream tornadic potential, so we are waiting for a discrete storm to fire ahead of the front somewhere in western Iowa to take full advantage of the amazing parameters in place.
The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 479, effective until 9 p.m. This watch includes the following counties. In Nebraska, Burt, Cass, Dodge, Douglas, Oto, Sarpy, Saunders, and Washington. And the following counties. In Iowa, Harrison, Mills and Potawatomi. Remember, a tornado watch means that conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail and damaging winds, and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, broadcast radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information.
It's game time now. The Storm Prediction Center issues a tornado watch for western Iowa and eastern Nebraska through the late evening hours. we patiently wait in western Iowa and choose not to go after the disorganized storms forming in Nebraska. We keep an eye on the horizon and wait for development to form ahead of the front. From where we sit, we can see the massive anvil produced by these thunderstorms over 100 miles away. After an hour, our forecast finally verifies. A thunderstorm forms ahead of the front just northwest of Omaha and tracks into western Iowa. And so, the chase is on.
Very strong influence of the storm. Very strong.
As we approach the storm, it is a very impressive radar signature. We'll be underneath the mesocyclone in just moments. The few chasers that did not flock to Nebraska begin to converge on the storm just west of Denison, Iowa.
162.55 megahertz. Broadcast originating
That makes
from the
sense.
National
The
Weather
weather
Service
facing
in Iowa.
to your left, basically this area is right over here. We're going to play it right over here.
Warning for northwest of west central Iowa until 7:15 p.m. 6:23 p.m.
As we get right underneath the storm, the lightning strikes begin to increase significantly, a sign that this storm is intensifying rapidly.
Wow. These lightning strikes are in the same area too. Like right there, it's just going nuts.
New warning. Notice how bright that
Which prompted the warning as we did. No longer poses an immediate threat to life or property. Therefore, the warning will be to expire. A tornado watch remains in effect until 9 p.m. Sunday evening for southwest Iowa.
As we get ahead of the storm, we can look right into the belly of the beast. A very low and rapidly rotating wall cloud is present. The tornadic potential begins to increase with our storm.
For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of the building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7 p.m. for the following county.
As we head into Denison, we get a great view of the structure of the storm. We can see the full mesocyclone, which is a rotating column of air inside the supercell thunderstorm. The wall cloud is a lowering from the cloud base where the strongest updraft is located. Tornadoes often form from these wall clouds, although they do not always produce tornadoes. Finally, the inflow band, sometimes called the tail cloud, which is a conveyor belt of warm and humid air that is fueling the storm.
There's probably a tornado back there in that rain current.
That's very likely.
We gotta. Oh my god, these CGs. We gotta go. Oh my goodness. Move my window up. You saw the rain bands? Someone's scudding those rain bands.
There's very likely.
What?
Expected hazards include $50
As we pull ahead of the storm, the National Weather Service issues a tornado warning due to the strengthening rotation showing up on radar.
Hi everybody! Yes! Yes!
we continued to try and get ahead of the storm. Due to the high precipitation nature of the storm, seeing a tornado would not only be near impossible, but it would also be very dangerous. Once ahead of the storm, the cold front is taken over and the storm transitions into a more linear mode. The tornadic potential drops as the straight line wind and flash flooding threat takes over. We position ourselves just northwest of Des Moines and wait for the severe warned line to impact us. There, we take wind gusts over 60 miles per hour and take on torrential downpours over 4 inches measured with our weather station. Yeah, just keep hitting the button every time I turn it off. The top one. Top left. We call it a night after being on the storm of the day and witnessing some incredible storm structure. As the Labor Day weekend comes to a close, the unofficial end to summer is now here. And now, we hope for some fall setups later on in the year.